Greeting dear students. Today we'll be discussing the treatment of subscription. As you know that subscription is a very important element of non-profit organization. It is a recurring income of non-profit organization which is paid every year by its members. So we'll be having the data relating to subscription received during the year. So in this case we'll be learning how to calculate subscription related to current year or subscription of current year which will be credited to income and expenditure account. So there are two methods of calculating subscription of current year. First method we will be doing using statement, and then the second method we will be making account, subscription account. So let us see how to calculate subscription of current year which is to be credited to income and expenditure account. So first detail which will be given to us is subscription. You can make this format simple statement format, because if you show this in format form it will be more impressive. So you can draw this format of statement. So here we'll be writing particulars and amount in rupees. So subscription received during the year will be given to us. Received during the year. During the year means during current year as per receipts and payment account, because receipt and payment account will give you subscription received during the year. Now whatever subscription you are receiving, because you know that receipt and payment records all years subscription, whether you receive for previous year or receive for next year, this receipt and payment account will record all subscription of all the years. So from that we need to deduct. First of all we will be deducting subscription outstanding in the beginning of current year. So what is the meaning of this? Subscription outstanding in the beginning of the current year means, for example, your current year is 2020 and you are in the beginning of 2020, means on 1st April there is some subscription outstanding. So it means this subscription is not related to current year, this is related to previous year. Previous year, or you can say that this is related to 2019. So that's why this subscription has to be deducted from the total subscription received, because the assumption is that whatever we are receiving in the current year, this includes last year's dues. So this is last year's dues. So last year dues have to be deducted. So likewise we'll be adding subscription, just opposite of this. It was subscription outstanding in the beginning, now this will be subscription outstanding at the end of current year. Now I am writing the reason also, because this is the subscription which is outstanding. You can use area words, but here especially in case of income and expenditure account we will be using outstanding word for income. So subscription outstanding at the end of year, because this is related to current year 2020. So whatever subscription is related to current year we will be collecting and adding this in this, because this moves on the basis of cash basis and income and expenditure we prepare on the basis of accrual basis. So whatever subscription is due and not received but it is related to current year will be added. So I am repeating, this is a subscription which is due and not received and related to current year. Due and not received plus related to current year. So that's why it's being added. So likewise, we'll be deducting subscription received in advance at the end of current year. So towards the end of the current year, if you are receiving some advance, so it means this advance belongs to next year. So it is the income of next year, so that's why it has to be deducted from the subscription. So this will be deducted. I am using this bracket for deduction, and for plus I am using this sign. And likewise we'll be adding subscription received in advance in the beginning of current year. So why I am adding this? Because when your year starts, you are receiving money in advance. It means this subscription is related to current year. So that's why it is to be added. So after doing these 4 adjustments, what 4 adjustments? Subscription outstanding in the beginning will be deducted, subscription outstanding at the end will be added, subscription received in advance towards the end of the current year will be deducted, subscription received in advance towards the beginning of the current year will be added. So after doing this treatment, your answer will be subscription of current year. Subscription of current year, we can call it as subscription related to current year, which will be credited to income and expenditure account. I hope all these 4 treatments, what is to be added and what is to be deducted, and the logic behind this must be clear to you. Why a particular item is added and why a particular item is deducted from this. So now let us move to the account. This can also be done through subscription account. So let us make subscription account now. So the format of subscription account is just the same as we used to make the ledger. So here we'll be writing subscription account, debit, credit, particulars, and amount in rupees. So let us see how this is to be done. Now this account is a two-way account. Two-way account meaning is that we'll be writing balance brought down here as well as balance brought down here, but the contents will be different. The contents which we'll be writing here will be different from the balance brought down which we'll be writing here. So as you know that income outstanding, or what is the other word used for this? Income accrued, you can say. Income accrued is an asset of the firm. And likewise, if income is received in advance, or commonly known as received in advance, or it is also known as unearned income, or what is the other name? Prepaid income. Though we need to write pre-received, but here in most of the question you will find that for income we are given prepaid. So this is our liability. And what is the balance of asset? Balance of asset is debit, and balance of liability is credit. So these are our starting point. So if income outstanding means if subscription is outstanding, it will have a debit balance. So we'll write here to balance brought down. Here we'll be writing subscription outstanding in the beginning. I am using abbreviation because shortage of space, but otherwise you need to write in full. So subscription outstanding in the beginning will be written here, and if subscription outstanding in the beginning, opening balance is written here, so where to write the closing balance? Just opposite side. So by balance carried down, here I will be writing subscription outstanding at the end of current year. So I hope these two details are clear to you. Opening balance is written here. If opening is written here, then closing is always written on the opposite side. So this was about subscription outstanding. And I know that subscription received in advance is my liability, and liability, opening balance of liability will be written on the credit side. So here I'll be writing subscription received in advance, or what is the exact word used according to the numericals? Prepaid subscription. Prepaid subscription in the beginning of the year, I will be writing here. So if I am writing prepaid subscription in the beginning here, the closing balance will be written on the opposite side. To balance carried down. So here subscription prepaid at the end of current year, it will be written here. So I hope all these four items must be clear to you. If opening balance is written here, then closing balance will be written here. Likewise, if opening here, then closing on the opposite side. And then I'll be writing by cash. This is as per the subscription which we received during the year according to receipts and payment account. Now can you make the journal entry for this? Journal entry will be cash account debit to subscription. So this is the subscription received during the year. Subscription received in current year. Then after writing all these amounts, we'll get the balancing figure here. So our balancing figure will be to income and expenditure account. This is the subscription which is related to current year or subscription of current year. So this is also a balancing figure also. So now I hope that you will be able to understand whether to make the statement or you can go for subscription account. So if it is specifically mentioned that you need to make subscription account, then you go for this account. Otherwise, you can do the same treatment through this statement also. So now we'll be doing a few numericals of T.S. Grewal's book. So let us see question number 17 of T.S. Grewal's book. So I hope you will be able to see this numerical on your screen. This numerical question number 17. So let me read this numerical. Subscription received during the year 31st March 2020 are for the year 31st March 2019 it is 1000. For the year 31st March 2020 it is 84,400, and for the year ended 31st March 2021 it is 3,200, and the total amount which is received is 89,200. And it is specially mentioned that there are 450 members, each paying an annual subscription of rupees 200. rupees 1800 were in arrear for the year ended 31st March 2019, and you are required to calculate subscription to be credited to income and expenditure for the year ended 31st March 2020. So here the details are some different, given in a different format. Here we know the total number of members and how much is to be received from the each member. So by multiplying number of members with the subscription of each member, you will be able to get the subscription of current year. So let us see how the details are to be applied here. So first of all, we will be writing this is question number 17, and if you wish to make the format of income and expenditure, you can make the format of income and expenditure account. And this side we show expenditure, and this side is income. Amount. This is income and expenditure account. This is debit side and credit side. So first of all, total number of members are 450, each paying 450 members, each paying annual subscription of rupees 200. So if I multiply this 450 by 200, I'll be able to get 90,000 rupees. But if you observe it very closely from the details given in as per receipt and payment account, 3 years figure is given to you. We are receiving 2019 subscription, 2020 because our current year is 2020, and 2021. So we can easily ignore these two details. We can directly pick up the subscription which is received in the current year and related to current year. So this is the subscription received, and amount against this which is given to us is 84,400. So we will simply write by subscription as per receipt and payment account. In the inner column it is 84,400, and the total, you know that in the outer column answer is with you. It should be 90,000 because this is the total subscription of current year. So if this is less and this is more, it means there are some defaultees who have not yet made the payment towards their subscription. So this will be, the difference will be subscription outstanding at the end. So we can simply write add subscription outstanding at the end. So this amount will be 5,600. So this is how it is to be done. You don't have to solve the full question because this is an abstract of income and expenditure. So I hope all the details must be clear to you. Where and how to show this 90,000. 90,000 is the total subscription. So your answer is, whenever such kind of details are given to you, it means answer is available with you. So what you are required to do, you need to mold the given contents or given details according to the answer. So the difference is 5,600 which is to be added. It means this is outstanding, or you can call it as accrued subscription. Now the point is, if suppose you are required to show these details in the balance sheet, because sometime they can ask in the long question opening and closing balance sheet. Now let us see how this is to be shown through the balance sheet. So I am making two balance sheets here. This is my opening balance sheet. What is the meaning of opening balance sheet? Means related to 2019, and this is closing balance sheet related to 2020. Here I will be showing liabilities. I am giving a brief idea. Otherwise, you need to, when you are doing in the fair, you need to make proper format of balance sheet, liabilities, assets. So it is given here that 1800 were in arrears for the year 31st March 2019. So subscription in arrears. Subscription in arrears in 2019 were 1800. So what is the meaning of this? It means this much was outstanding. Now out of this, how much is received in the current year? Received in the current year is 1600. So out of 1800, 1600 is received in the current year. It means it is still outstanding. So when you are writing in the closing balance sheet, you will write subscription in arrears for 2019 separately and 2020 separately. 2019 it will be 1800 minus 1600, it will be 200, and for 2020 it will be 5600, and in the outer column 5800. This is one detail. And the second detail, they received in advance, subscription is received in advance, which is 3200, and this you are receiving in the current year, so this becomes our liability. So this can also be commonly known as subscription received in advance at the end of the year. So this is 3200. So this is how you are going to show the details in the balance sheet also. So I hope this balance sheet detail as well as income and expenditure, how this is to be shown in income and expenditure account, must be clear to you. Now we'll be doing a different question where details are given in a different manner. So let us do question number 18 of T.S. Grewal's book. Page number is 1.63. Let me show you the question first. Let us read the question. Question number 18. This is the question. I hope you will be able to see the full question on your screen. So during the year ended 31st March 2020, subscription received by King Club Delhi were rupees 4,09,000, including 5,000 for the year ended 31st March 2019 and 10,000 for the year 31st March 2021. So this is the total amount of subscription, which includes for previous year and for the next year. At the end of the year 31st March 2020, subscription outstanding for the year 31st March 2020 were 15,000, and subscription due but not received at the end of previous year were 8,000, while subscription received in advance on the same day were rupees 18,000, and you are required to calculate the amount of subscription to be credited to income and expenditure for the year ended 31st March 2020. So let me write the briefing of the information which is given to us. So first of all, according to this receipt and payment account, let me make a brief receipt and payment account. So you know that subscription is to be recorded on the debit side. It is given like this. The total subscription is 4,09,000, which includes subscription of this is for the year 2020. So it means our current year ends on 31st March 2021. This is our current year. 2020. So subscription for 2019 and 2021 are given to us as 5,000 and 10,000. So can you calculate the difference? The gap is for related to 2020. So if you deduct 15,000 from 4,09,000, if you deduct 15,000, you will be able to get 3,94,000. It means this is the subscription of 2020. these details are given to you. So let us start. First of all, we'll make a statement showing subscription of current year. First of all, we'll write subscription as per. You don't have to show this, you can do it directly also. Subscription as per receipt and payment account. Always write the year here, ends on 2020. So 31st March 2020 is the year ending of current year. So it is 4,09,000. First of all, we'll be deducting less subscription of previous year. Previous year means 2019, but received in current year. So this is 5,000. We'll be deducting 5,000 first of all. And what else to be deducted? This 10,000 subscription of next year. Next year is 2021, because our current year is 2020 but received in current year. What is the other wording for this? Subscription prepaid at the end of the year. This is 10,000. And what else is to be treated from this? So here it is mentioned that at the end of the year 31st March 2020, subscription outstanding for the year ended 31st March 2020 were 15,000. So subscription outstanding at the end is subscription outstanding at the end of the year, and related to 2020, it is clearly mentioned in the numerical, is 15,000, which is to be added. And likewise they have mentioned that in the subscription due but not received at the end of the previous year were 8,000, while subscription received in advance. So subscription received in advance in the beginning of the year. In the beginning of current year 2020. So beginning means if anything is advanced in the beginning means it is related to current year. So this amount is 18,000 which is given to us. So this will also be added. So if you add all these amounts, you will be able to get the subscription to be credited to income and expenditure account of 2020. So here we'll be adding 33,000 and deducting 15,000. So net which we'll be adding is 18,000 in this. So the answer is 4,27,000. You can write rupees in the beginning. So this is how we'll be doing the treatment of subscription. And if suppose you are required to show the items in the balance sheet, so this is last year subscription, but it is mentioned in the question subscription due but not received at the end of the previous year is 8,000. So out of 8,000 you received 5,000. It means in the current year's balance sheet. Let us show this in the balance sheets also for more clarity. Because sometime they can ask for the balance sheet. So this is my opening balance sheet. Opening balance sheet means balance sheet for 2019, year ending 31st March 2019, and this is my closing balance sheet, means current year's balance sheet. So it is clearly mentioned in the question, if you see the second last line, that previous year subscription was outstanding 8,000. So you can write on the asset side of the balance sheet, this is asset side, liability side, liabilities, and this is my asset side. Subscription outstanding were 8,000, and out of 8, it is clearly mentioned that 5,000 is received during the year. So how much is not received? 3,000 is not received. So you can mention here subscription outstanding for previous year and subscription outstanding for current year. So for previous year it is still, this is also known as still outstanding. Out of 8, only 5 is received. So 3,000 is still outstanding, and this is given to us in question number 18 as 15,000. So total outstanding is, in the outer column, it is 18,000. Then we received this in advance in the current year. So subscription, this is our liability, subscription received in advance at the end of the year is 10,000, and this is the amount of subscription which we received last year. So subscription received in advance 18,000. So I hope how to show the items in the balance sheet, this must be clear to you. So in the next lecture we'll be doing more numericals of subscription, and we'll be showing that the results through statement and through this subscription account will be same. So I hope the treatment of subscription, what is to be added, what is to be deducted, this revision exercise must be clear to you. We did question number 17 of T.S. Grewal's book as well as question number 18. So both the questions must be clear to you, and how the items are to be shown in the balance sheet. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.